Belief in Allah is the most fundamental principle of faith and action, the most essential principle of Iman. It is the focal point of Islam, the essence of Quran. All other Islamic beliefs resolve around and connect to belief in Allah or a person demands to be found. There must be correct and complete belief in Allah and associated tenets of faith. If this is not present, then all of faith and practice may be impaired and valueless. The importance of belief in Allah is evident in the Quran. The importance of belief in Allah is evident in the Quran. In fact, the whole of the Quran speaks about belief in Allah. Allah is mentioned by His names and attributes in the Quran 10,062 times. On every page of the Quran, He is mentioned approximately 20 times. The Quran speaks directly about Allah and His essence, names, attributes, and action. It calls on people to worship Him alone, with no partner. It commands us to obey Him and forbids us to disobey Him. It relates stories and characteristics of the people of faith, the honor given to them in this world, and their rewards in the hereafter. There is similar information about the disbelievers and how Allah humiliates them in this world, and of the punishment that awaits them in the next. At the course of beliefs, Allah is Tawheed, or belief that Allah is one, and the realization and maintenance of Allah's unity. Tawheed is the basis of Islam and the essence of the testimony of faith. La ilaha illallah. There is no God but Allah. Every nation or people, a messenger was sent with the messenger of Tawheed, messages of Tawheed. It is the first thing that the messenger of Allah invited the people to believe in. Tawhid can be summarized in the following manner. Allah is one without partner in His dominion and His action. Tawhid al-Rububiyyah, one without rival in His divinity and also Tawhid al-Uluhiyyah, and one without similitude in His essence and attributes. Tawhid al-Asma and Sifat. Uluhiyyah. Okay. Allah is the Lord Master. Uh, Attributes. Tawhid al-Asma Sifat. Allah is the Lord, Master, and owner of all things. He controls the affairs of all of His creation. It is He who provides, restricts, permits, and prohibits. He gives life and causes death. Thus, He alone is worthy of all worship. Believing Allah is innate in humans as evidenced by the Fitra discussed in the earlier chapter. Even those who choose not to submit to and worship Allah recognizes His existence. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala indicates, and if you ask them who created them, they would surely say, Allah, so how are they deluded? And if you ask them who created the heavens and the earth, they would surely say, Allah says, then have you considered that you invoke besides Allah? Say Muhammad, to whom belongs the earth, and whoever is in it. If you should know, they will say to Allah, say, then will you not remember? Say, who is Lord of the seven heavens and Lord of great throne? They will say, they belong to Allah. Say, then will you not fear him? Say, in whose hand is the realm of all things, and he protects while none can protect against him. If you would know, they will say, all belongs to Allah. Say, that how were you deluded? Quran 23, in times of adversity and need, humans naturally call out to their Lord and Creator Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Say, Creator, the Lord and Creator Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when adversity touches a person, he calls upon us. When then when we bestow on him a favor from us, he said, I have only been given it because of my knowledge. Whether it is a prayer, but most of them to and adversity touches a person. He calls upon his Lord, turning to him alone. Then when he bestows on him a favor from himself, he forgets him, whom he called upon before, and we attribute to Allah equals to mislead people from his Quran. When we bestow favor upon the human, he turns away and distances himself. But when evil touches him, then he is full of extensive supplication. These verses, in addition to revelation, the perfection of nature and our own longing, point out to the existence of Allah and the innate capacity of humans to believe in Him and His oneness. In fact, we need Allah in our lives to fulfill the need for a person, especially alien of our soul. They will not wait until these answers are fulfilled. Connecting children to Allah. Connecting a child to Allah is an important and continuous process that begins at the time of birth or even before. When a baby enters the world, the first words that she should hear are Allah Akbar. With the enunciation of the call to prayer in the right ear. As the child grows, she should continue to hear the name of Allah through the recitation of the Quran, prayer, supplication, and remembrance of Allah. The child should be taught to love Allah and to fear His anger and punishment. The element of love should be stronger than that of fear. There should be a desire to be obedient to Him. In connecting children to Allah, especially small children, it is pertinent to teach them about Allah's miracles in nature. The beauty and grace given to us by Allah, and the marvelous signs of His perfection and wisdom. He has created all things on the earth and in the heavens, people, animals, rivers, trees, flowers, and so forth. Children naturally bond with nature and will curiously attempt to explore it, thus providing prime opportunities to discuss Allah and relatives.
Nature walks on trees should be regular events for the family. During this time, children may be asked who made the rivers and the lakes and the flowers and all that they see around you, in order to bring their attention to the greatness of the Creator. From these children will understand that Allah is the giver of life, the sustainer, the most bounteous, and so forth. As an expected soul, they should be reminded to thank Allah for His blessing in their many forms. Children may also be asked about the other bounties that Allah has given to His servants. They may not initially realize that parents, siblings, food, and the table, clothes, the physical body, and five senses, for example, are all bounties only available through the grace and mercy of Allah. God, good health itself is a blessing that we often take for your hearing, sight, and mind. Who gave you the ability and strength to move and to act. All of this would be impossible without Allah's generosity. The ability to learn and gain knowledge and question. Knowledge itself, the books that are read, the schools that are entered each day, all come from Allah. Friendship, relationship, sharing and caring and part of human existing due to the grace of Allah. This elements in the our life and allow us to grow and develop especially intellectually and emotionally. Again, children should be encouraged to love and thank Allah for the miracle and ever blessing that He has bestowed upon His certain creation when sometimes particularly special happens to them to they receive joyful news. They should follow the practice of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and protect in times. These natural building blocks result in the cultivation of love of Allah. God is natural to love the one who has given so generously. Children may simply be requested to imagine what life would be like without all this in order to appreciate what they have. It may be the advantageous to have them spend a few hours or a day listening to your or the person. Or without books or computers, or without communication of children. Exposure to often with computers or for economic condition ministers or in a field or as well as visiting the sick and elderly in hospitals or nursing homes. The gratefulness of human food response in often falls with these characteristics. As children grow older, integration of various verses of the Quran can provide further reminders. The following are some examples. It is Allah who created the heavens and earth and sent down rain on the sky and produced the fruit as pollution for you and subjected on you the tree to sail through the sea that is on and subjected for you the river and we subjected for you the sun and the moon continuous in always and subjected for you the night and the day and we gave you from all your things. And if you could count the favor blessing of Allah, you could not enumerate matter them. Indeed, human kinds is generally most unjust. It is Allah who made for you the earth, a place of settlement under the sky, a structured ceiling, and formed you and perfected you forms and provided you with good things. That is Allah, your Lord. Then blessed is Allah, Lord of the world. It is He who has produced you and made for your hearing. قل هو الذي وجعل لكم السماء والأرض والأفئدة قليلا ما تشكرون. It is He who has produced you and made you of for your hearing and vision and hearts. It is grateful. Older children can be taught that all that is on the earth was and for their benefit. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَالَّذِي خَلَقَ لَكُم مَّا فِي الْأَرْضِ جَمِيعًا. It is the He who created for you all that which is on the earth. One, two. أَلَمْ تَرَ أَنَّ اللَّهَ سَخَّرَ لَكُم ما في السماوات وما في الأرض. Do you not see that Allah has made subject to you whatever is in the heavens and whatever is in the earth? وَسَخَّرَ لَكُم مَّا فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَمَا فِي الْأَرْضِ جَمِيعًا مِنْهُ إِنَّ فِي ذَلِكَ لَآيَةٍ لِقَوْمٍ يَتَفَكَّرُونَ. And He has subjected to you whatever is in the heavens and whatever is on the earth, all from Him. Indeed, that are signs for people who give thought. The specific example may be provided or integrated into discussion of science, such as the function of the sun and the resources of the earth, for example, oil, meat, metal, and coal, the water cycle, and so forth. Memorization and understanding the names and attributes of Allah is further enhanced with the process. Allah, there is no deity except Him. To Him belong the best names. Allah la ilaha illa huwa lahu samau lahu samau al-husna. There is no deity except Him. To Him belong the best names. And to Allah belongs the best names, so invoke Him by them. 107.2. Allah names and attributes reflects His mercy and love for His creation and provides the human with a method through which to comprehend Allah and His greatness. This is something that children find pleasure in doing, and it can be started from young age. Relating the attributes to concrete examples, stories, and verses of the Quran can be effective. Love of Allah and respect and gratefulness for His favors, and knowing that Allah loves His servant will intensify the child's desires to obey Allah and follow His commandments. They will realize that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala orders only that which is good and beneficial, as that would only correspond with the goodness in the whole of His creation. It will strengthen the iman and fear of Allah immensely. This leads to concept of teaching and the importance of obedience to Allah. Teach the importance of obedience to Allah. It is obligatory to teach children the importance of obedience to Allah. The word obey appears many times in the Quran to emphasize its aspects. For example, يا أيها الذين آمنوا أطيعوا أطيعوا الله وأطيعوا الرسول ولا تبطلوا أعمالكم. O you have believed, obey Allah and obey the Messenger, and do not invalidate your deeds.